Okay, guys, welcome back to another video. It's me here with Elias. Elias,
Hello, guys. I'm very much excited to be here and to talk about the sport that we love.
yeah, top 10 best matches we have seen in our lifetime. Elias has his list, I have my list, and I'm going to compare. Okay, so for me, 10th place, Battle of the Bridge for Chelsea versus Tottenham. An entertaining game, to say the least. Tottenham needed to win in order to keep par with Leicester for the title race. And Chelsea spoiled the mood and drew the game, giving Leicester City the title. So Tottenham led 2-0. I think Harry Kane scored and Son scored.
Son,
Yeah. And then a few minutes later, Tim Cahill scored to reduce the lead to 2-1. Then Eden Hazard and a beautiful
the
curling
rest is history.
finish. Yeah, a beautiful curling finish to say the least. To kill Tottenham's hope, of which I enjoyed it as an Arsenal fan. Best day and yeah, don't like Tottenham. So we had to put the Battle of the Bridge at 10th place. And fun fact, 12 players were actually booked in that game.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember very well.
Mm-hmm.
A very iconic game, one of the
Mm.
most iconic goals in Eden Hazard's career. Took corner and he didn't do well that season. So I think he even came off the bench. Not one of his best
Yeah.
ever seasons
Yeah.
statistically. So it was like a big surprise. Yeah, him just showing that class is
Permanent.
permanent, form is temporary.
Yeah.
I'm going to spoil a little bit on my list.
Mm-hmm.
That game is ninth on my list as well.
Okay.
I had it on my list. Yeah, one of the most crazy games. It wasn't high scoring as some of these matches in this list,
Mm.
but there was a lot of suspense, a lot of drama. It was like a cup final and the bookings as well. So for me, 10th, I have Liverpool versus Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
in 2019 Carabao. The game ended 5-5 with Liverpool winning on penalty shootouts. This was one of the first few games of Kelleher playing for Liverpool. It was
Mm.
a crazy game. He had everything, both teams taking the lead. And in the end, Liverpool scoring late to equalize with Origi.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also the game that Martinelli announced himself. And we became aware of the type of player that he was.
Mm-hmm.
He had everything, a lot of
Yeah.
drama, lots of goals, crazy game.
Ninth place. Who did you said you went with the Battle of the Bridge.
Yes.
For me, I
So I'm
went.
going to skip.
Okay, yeah. So for me, I went to Chelsea versus Manchester United. The previous was it this season or last season? The 4-3 when Palmer scored the last goal.
He scored two in the final minutes.
Yeah, two in the final minutes and a hat trick actually in that game against Manchester United, against the team he supported. And for me, that game was. For me, I would say it had some faults by the referee. Some penalties were so soft. Madueke was fouled. That was soft for me. But it was given and Palma slotted it in. And for the last goal, that was like, oh, they led Manchester United were leading 3-2 in the
3-2.
80, yeah, in the 80th minute there. They were leading 3-2. Then Palma scored the two goals. The last minute goal was poorly defended. I don't know what the United defenders were thinking.
A crazy Premier League game.
Yeah.
A classic.
Eighth place, you went with.
I went with maybe this game is slightly higher up on your list. It's the game that this great man, is holding his shot.
Mm-hmm.
And Barcelona won against 10-man Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Clasico without Sergio Ramos getting sent off. Messi scored a
Exactly.
brace.
Yeah.
Had everything. Real Madrid equalized like in the 84th minute. Asensio
By
when he was
James
there.
Rodriguez.
Yes, James
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez. Oh, no, is it James or Isco? No.
It
Yes,
was
it was
James.
James Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goal by Rakitic as well from outside the box.
Mm-hmm. Sweet
Madrid took the
explanation.
lead. It was must win for Barcelona because they were trailing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Madrid had a game in hand, so this was like 3 games before the season ends.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. Messi, final minute, curls one into the corner, breaks Madrid heart.
And the
Iconic.
commentary as well. The commentary as well was like, oh, it was just perfect. It was a perfect
I, rem- there's multiple commentaries. I'm not sure which one you watched with.
I'm speaking
I
about,
watched
I
with
think
the
it's called
American.
Roy something. He always glazes Messi. I don't know. I think it's called
I know what
Roy.
you're talking about. I
So,
think I watched it with Rob Palmer. Rob Palmer.
yeah.
And fun fact,
Mm.
are you aware that this is the most watched
El Clásico.
goal? No, most
Yeah.
watched. The goal with the most watches in YouTube history. The goal that Messi
Messi's
scored.
goal.
Yes,
No, I
in
did not
football
know.
history.
That's crazy. I remember watching this game live. When Messi scored that goal, I just tweeted. I think I tweeted something like Messi out of this planet or something. Like it was a crazy, crazy game. I was impressed. Actually, I was impressed. I started to think, I'm a Ronaldo fan. I'm a Ronaldo fan. So I started to, uh, you know what I'm saying, like to give Messi his flowers.
Messi doing Messi things.
Yeah, Messi did. And when he scored, you could see that
There's no shame.
the
There's
Real
no
Madrid
shame.
players were just heartbroken. You could see Ronaldo was just like red, Marcelo on the ground. There was one Real Madrid fan who was just like this,
Yeah,
just
I remember him. We
amazed.
all know him. That's how
Yeah,
much we watched this game. Maybe
yeah,
the way that we speak about it should be higher, but
yeah. Mine
I do
have it.
believe.
It's at fourth for me.
Okay,
Yeah. So eighth for
those were
me.
the days. Those were the days.
Yeah. Good, good, good days. Eighth for me. I went with the classic. Aguero! Man City versus QPR. I remember watching this game and I was watching with my brother by then. So we were watching this game with him and I think it was around 6 years of, yeah, 6 years. And when we saw the Aguero goal, he just completely said this is his team. And I remember that goal. For me, I had to think twice because you could see it. So you can see it was scripted at some
It's got
point.
momentum.
Yeah, because QPR they dropped off. How do you concede two goals in the last minutes of the game? Like it wasn't and it was you could have stopped the Aguero goal to be, in my opinion. The defender could have stopping the
They
Aguero goal.
tried to foul him. I remember. Could
Mm.
have been a penalty even.
But that was a
He
crazy
had to ride the
game.
challenge. I think that's one of the biggest goals in football history. Okay, not
In
one of.
Premier
Let me
League
not be
in
that.
Premier League history.
Yes, in Premier League history.
Yeah,
In Premier
because
League history for
it gave
sure.
Man City the title for 4 years or
The
something.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when this game was happening, I was still a child. I was getting a fade.
Mhm.
And first half I left City was losing, if I'm not wrong.
Mhm.
And when did GPR get the red card? I don't
It was Joy
remember.
Barton. It was Joy Barton, I think in the 70 minutes there. 70th minute there.
Yeah, I remember I was getting a fade, and then when I came back, I was looking at the highlights later on,
Mm.
and I couldn't believe that like some things happen and you question reality.
Mm.
Like it's too good to be true, it's fiction. And you get goosebumps when you see Aguero scoring that goal.
And there's the nostalgia of him removing the t-shirt.
Yeah,
Uh,
crazy,
was it
crazy, crazy.
Martin Tyler commentary at that time? He went,
Both
oh,
both him and
and
Peter
Drury.
Drury. Crazy man.
That is like the perfect. If I was a Man City fan by then, oi, 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 oi.
Yeah, yeah. I can only
Imagine,
imagine for
imagine Mo Salah
loyalty.
scoring that in the last minute of the game.
No, let's put this into context
Yeah.
because like that's big, but imagine you are a City fan your whole life and your team has been like mid-table. You've seen them
Mm,
get relegated and get promoted,
mhm,
and then the one time that you have to win the Premier League, the one chance that you have to win the Premier League,
mm.
you bottle it. You're losing at home. You couldn't have had it any easier. You go into the final game and you're losing, and then your
That's
first ever title is in those circumstances. Like it's crazy. And get a
crazy.
tattoo, and name my child Aguero or something.
Yeah, last minute Aguero goal. And let's
Yeah.
be honest,
So
there wasn't that much of City fans, only in the UK places. But here in Africa, let's be
yeah,
honest, no one was supporting Manchester City at that time. So yeah,
yeah.
we had seventh. Seventh, it's special
My
for me. You
turn.
can go
Or
for seventh.
seventh for me is France versus Argentina in 2018,
Mm,
4-3. The game that Mbappe
Mbappe.
announces himself.
Hmm.
through world football. A lot of people knew about Mbappe. I think 2 seasons before, when he was at Monaco, he was scoring in the Champions League against City. Some people knew about him, but the World Cup is the biggest stage, and he completely destroys the Argentina defense. He
Finish.
scored, got fouled,
Mm.
Pavard with that crazy goal, Di
Volley goal.
Maria with that crazy goal. Messi knocked out in the round of 16. It was not the best Argentina side.
Mm.
Personnel wise, they were good, but tactically not the best. Crazy game.
Remember
I think Argentina.
we watched it in school. You remember we were
Yes,
in
I remember. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that Di Maria goal was crazy.
Yeah.
And then Pavard as well. Oh my God, what a game of football! What a game of football! That's seven for me.
Yeah. Seven for me, probably the best game I've seen in a Juventus player. You know what I'm talking about. Do you have any clue?
Actually, I don't know. Don't.
Remontada, Atletico
Okay,
Madrid. Yes.
okay.
Ronaldo lost the first leg 2-0, and the Atletico Madrid fans got way big for the boots. They forgot what Ronaldo was doing to them at Real Madrid. So they said Ronaldo, Diego Simeone started doing some gestures, some inappropriate gestures to Ronaldo, which he kept that in mind. And so the second leg in Turin was, I knew it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen. Even we
I
could
was
see
watching this game.
yeah, even if we could see the pre-interview before the game. He was saying he's ready, let's go. The game started. I think he scored from
A header. The first
no,
one
that
was
was
a
the
header, if I'm not wrong.
second
Or is
goal
it
was
the second one?
second goal was the head. Yeah, second goal was the head, I think. He scored the first goal. Then it was like, yeah, it was the header. It was the header when he just dunked on the defender. I don't remember.
Dunked on him.
Yeah, he dunked on him. Fully like LeBron all the way. Like he dunked on him. But I saw him happening in the crowd. I knew it was going to be like
It was
2-2.
GG.
Yeah, GG's. And that time you could see the Simeone is like, even him, he knew. Then the second goal, it was a header. Then he had to use the goal line technology. It was a powerful header. The keeper tried to stop it, but it's Ronaldo. He can't do anything. Then the third goal, Bernardeschi got for the edge of the penalty. So it was a penalty. And then Ronaldo, Ronaldo, the penalties, it's like a love story. Slotted it in.
Yeah, you
And,
calling him Penaldo
yeah. You have to like,
directly.
yeah. He's
You have to
penalty.
accept.
You get the guy behind you is pacey. They're all good at what they do. So yeah. Then Ronaldo had to show it in Diego Simeone's face. It was just the
And to remind
perfect
him that
moment.
he's him.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the
And he
seventh
needs to
game for
listen.
me. Good game.
I watched this game in the summer. Not summer for us, but like
Um,
when there was no football, I watched it. Yeah, Ronaldo's days was on one. He
mm.
was a crazy player in the Champions League. You see the light, Champions League night.
UCL. That's
This
UEFA
man
Cristiano
was
League.
calling.
Okay. Sixth
Yeah,
place. It seems like my list just Ronaldo, actually. Sixth place, I went with Portugal versus Spain, 3-3
okay.
in Ronaldo.
World Cup.
Yeah, scored the hat trick. It was a good game. Ronaldo scored the first goal, of which that penalty was so soft. I don't know how they got given that. He got fouled by Nacho, got a penalty, slotted it in. Diego Costa equalized. Then I think Ronaldo scored again of David De Gea era. Then
Free
Diego
kick.
Costa, no, just a shot outside the
The free kick
box.
was the last one.
Yeah, Africa was the last one. They go Costa equalized. It was a 2-2 game, brace from both strikers. Then I think Real scored. I don't know who it was. I think it was Nacho. Yeah, the volley goal, like the Pavard one. He scored the exact sex game, like the exact,
Remember,
yeah, shot like Pavard. Then free kick. He just knew Ronaldo last minute. You could see it even in New York. I think they were watching screen. You could just see it. Ronaldo, he was made for times like this. David De Gea was just to put it on the ground, didn't even move, and hit the seal. It was just a historical and nostalgic game.
Ronaldo doing Ronaldo things.
Yeah.
So for me, in sixth place, I have Real Madrid versus Manchester City in 2022, the
This one,
one that Rodrigo scores
mm,
2 goals
mm.
in the 90th minute.
The one he came and then he was just praying,
What?
and when Rodrigo came,
Yeah.
he
That
just
one,
prayed.
that one.
Yeah. Hmm.
As like 90 minutes, why is this game shouldn't be here, but for the drama and what happened in the first leg,
Hmm.
yeah, this game has to be here. The two legs combined, Manchester City. First leg, I think they won 4-3, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
And then the
Benzema. Mm.
second leg, wait, who scores the first goal for City? I know Mahrez scores the second goal. I can't remember who scored the
Bernardo
first.
Silva,
Was it
Ortiz
Bernardo
Silva.
Silva?
Yeah, the
Maybe,
Silva.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Then in the 89th and 91st minute,
Hmm.
Rodrigo scores two in two, and then in the extra time, Karim Benzema scores. So the reason why this one is here is not like it's entertaining is as a collective, the whole tie and the drama and the stakes,
On the
Madrid doing
caliber,
Madrid things.
on the caliber
I
of
don't
both,
like this team at all,
the caliber
but
of both teams, big teams going at it,
yeah,
semi-finals.
we're spoiled these days. You see Madrid City every year. It's like they are both
Yeah.
in the same league. If
Mm.
this is 5 years in a row, Madrid City.
I think
So that is
UEFA should rest the. It's like the same for us.
cash
Every
cow.
time, every time we pass the quarterfinals, we're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Guess who we get like given Bayern Munich every time. Even the last year they
I
couldn't
remember.
even spare us. We just came back from a hiatus. Decided to give us Bayern Munich.
Okay, so for me, fifth position is Manchester City versus Tottenham in 2019. This game could be higher. In first leg, Tottenham won
Hmm.
1-0,
Hmm.
and then second leg, Heung-min Son scores, and then
Hmm.
you think 2-0. And remember these days, those days there were away goals. So Son scores 2-0, and then you think the tie is over. Man City have to score three, but the game is not over. City score like in the 8th minute, and then they score again in the
Hmm.
11th minute, 2-2 inside 12 minutes, the tie, and then around the 50th minute, Aguero scores to make it 3-2. De Bruyne made a crazy run in that goal, and then Aguero slams it near post, and then Llorente scores the one that was handball, but they didn't find the angle. City is winning 3-2 on the night, and then they have to score another goal because it's 3-3 on aggregate, but Tottenham have two goals, two away goals, and then in the 90th minute, Raheem Sterling scores. Actually, it's even 90th minute, it's like 96th minute, 95th minute.
Yeah,
Sterling
in the
scores. Yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. So I was
Easy.
seeing one of the comments
Hmm.
saying on the night, Tottenham won the tie and the game, and they drew as well, and they lost. So like,
It's the history of the Tottenham, as the great Cellini once said. So for me, fifth position, I said the final 2018 final, France versus Croatia. This I watched it live, and I was supporting France all the way since 2014. Yeah, yeah, I'm a French guy. I can speak bonjour, je suis, and yeah. So yeah, remember we were watching this game in school too, the 2018 final.
I
Remember,
remember.
people had placed some. For me, I don't know why some people thought putting it on Croatia because they bet England. I just knew France was going to dominate this time. It was a good game. Mbappe scored in the final, the second teenager to score in a World Cup final since Pele. Then for me, my favorite ever player to grace the football pitch scored. Uh, no, you know it is Paul Lapioche. Pogba scored, and a bang outside the
But you're
box.
a Arsenal fan. Why do you rep Man United fan?
Nice, a Juventus player. I was watching him since Juventus days, so yeah.
Okay.
It's like the same for you.
So
Salah played for Chelsea, right? Why you
no, I
why
became a Salah fan after he joined Liverpool.
I became a Pogba fan before. The Pogba is my
Okay.
best ever player because that guy is a modern midfielder who just like reminds people of Zidane and yeah. French intelligence to
Zidane,
me, yeah.
Zidane and Pogba in the same sentence.
Yeah.
If people hear you, do you know you could be
It's not
charged?
really, it's not ridiculous to say it. It's not ridiculous.
You
If
could be charged.
let me put a hot take out there. If Paul Lapioche Pogba didn't join Manchester United and joined Real Madrid, we'll have had a bigger legacy than Zidane.
If you keep speaking like this, I think I'm going to end the stream.
Okay, let's leave it at that.
That's blasphemous. That's
Let's leave it at
blasphemous.
that. I said what I
I,
said.
I think I've seen people serve jail sentences for less.
I said what I don't think it's ridiculous, man. It's a hot take. Let's move on. Fourth place for me. You
Get
already
off
said
it.
that you already talked about it. It was Real Madrid versus Barcelona 2017, the Messi comeback. For you, fourth was
For me, fourth was Brazil versus Germany. Total annihilation, domination. I watched this game. I was still a child. I had
mm,
school the following day,
mhm,
and my parents they didn't know that I was watching this game, but I stayed up to watch the World Cup in Brazil. It was like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. ish, and I stayed up. I watched the game,
mhm.
and you're expecting a competitive game between two giant nations, two good footballing sides. You think Brazil has the advantage because they're playing at home, and then the first goal goes in, and then so you're thinking maybe Brazil will come back, and then the second goal
Mm.
inside 20 minutes it's 4-0, and then you start to
Crazy.
question. I was like, am I dreaming? Maybe I'm lucid dreaming. I couldn't believe it. The
Maybe you
commentator
should
couldn't believe it. It was crazy. Cruz scored the fourth goal, if I'm not wrong,
mhm,
and his reaction was like, even he couldn't believe. It was crazy, crazy,
mhm.
crazy.
And you know
5-0
what?
first half.
You know what?
Yeah,
Fun fact is that there was this guy, just a pizza guy, he's doing some pizza delivery job. So hours before the game, he was asked. He was a Germany fan, so he was asked. There were two guys there, Germany fan and a Brazil fan. So the Germany guy was asked, the pizza guy was asked, what's your prediction for the match? He said 7-1. 7-1. Have you seen the video? 7-1. Even the guy who was hosting, the lady who was hosting was like, is this guy serious? So he went up laughing. The Brazil guy was like, yeah, this guy is crazy.
local.
Loco. He just said 7-1, and it's crazy that the game ended 7-1. That was a
And I'm sure this person is still alive.
right. That's a time traveler. Yeah, it was crazy. You should see the video. You should see the video. I'll send it to you. It's
Look for
crazy.
it.
Third place, right?
Yes, that place.
Third place, I went with Arsenal versus Manchester City. 2025 5-1 demolition. Let me talk to these Man City fans. Let me talk to these Man City fans. Yeah? Don't come here telling us to be quiet and shut up. You're the ones who started this all beef. You should all go talk to Haaland. He was the one who started all of this. Why? You remember that game? We were just winning 2-1 comfortably. We were in a red card.
Comfortably,
I would
comfortably
say
playing
comfortably.
with
We had a
inside
red
your
card.
goal.
Yeah,
10 men inside your goal.
Relax. Let me talk. Let me talk. After they scored the last goal, why would Haaland go and he was just acting like a child? Why would you go throw the ball to Gabriel's head and start a fight with a 17-year-old Lewis Kelly and then call Ateta
Your
to just tell
manager
him to be humble? A manager that is a manager of one of the biggest club in the
that is
world
older than him.
is older than him. Like we're talking about, have some sportsmanship,
I
some
don't agree
respect.
with that.
Then Jesus came to like calm him down. He said, move on, you like you idiot or something." So you expect us to let it slide? Arsenal versus Manchester City to let it slide in the second leg. We have had bigger rivals like that. We have had Manchester United, our rivalry, and you're telling us to calm down after you guys did that. And Gabriel said, second leg, we'll see them at our ground. And did they see us? They saw us in 4K. I would say 5K. Harvard scored. Harvard scored.
Oh,
Man, Manchester City, you
yeah.
guys
So are you done?
stay humble. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done ranting. I need to get that off my chest. Yeah, Manchester City. See you guys next season again for the same results.
Yeah, so that for me, what a trophy, by the way, for
Yeah, yeah,
Arsenal.
yeah. Big trophy
Um,
for us.
that for me,
What's crazy is that all you other clubs, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United, you just be riding Manchester City.
we're not degrading
Yeah,
Manchester
you
City. You
are.
guys need to stay
Yeah, you
humble.
are.
But you guys are
You guys are sick.
arrogance of Real Madrid, but trophy cabinet of Tottenham.
You go for that.
Yes. So that for me is Liverpool versus Barcelona in 2019. They come back.
Mhm,
Um, I've been a Liverpool fan since 2008.
mhm,
At the time, I hadn't seen my club winning a trophy since 2012. We won the Carabao Cup. At the time, it wasn't Carabao Cup, it was just the League Cup.
mhm,
And we're losing 3-0 first leg after a sensational performance by the man behind me.
mhm.
And I was like, expectations are not that high. Salah and Bobby Firmino are both out injured. And then I was like, as long as we go down fighting, it's not the worst result.
Yeah,
And then 4-0 in 90 minutes. It's crazy because those times there was
crazy.
away goal rule. So we had to keep a clean sheet. Origi scores twice.
Mhm,
Wijnaldum scores twice.
mhm.
Anfield is rocking. I had goosebumps when Wijnaldum scored the 3-3. I was so tense. I was walking around drinking water. I couldn't sit down.
Mhm.
3-3. You thought it was all over. It's like you've been resurrected. You were dead, and then all of a sudden now you are alive. And then it can all go south. You can
Oh,
easily lose it, and then you need to score two goals.
mhm.
Yeah. For the
Great
stakes,
game.
Liverpool vs Barcelona second leg is up here.
What if Dembele scored that goal in the first, the one he missed in the first leg? What
But
if?
now you see, maybe it's 4-4. Maybe they win on extra time.
Maybe. But will you
But
about?
maybe the belief is over because
Yeah,
4
that's
0
what I'm
is a
saying.
large deficit.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
belief is over.
Football is a crazy game.
Okay, so in second for me, maybe this is a little bit controversial because we expect this to be in first, but can we really say much about the World Cup final in 2022? Argentina, France, Mbappe hat trick, penalties, everything. When
That
Mbappe scored that second goal, wow, wow.
the shockwaves
It
is
was
sent through the football, not even football, also the entire world because it was
yes,
a big
the
game.
entire
It's not,
world.
yeah.
Yeah, billions
Oh,
watched it. I think half the world watched it. 4 billion people watched it.
4 billion.
And they see him put it on the volley
That was a
at
crazy.
such high stakes. It's crazy.
The build up to the game. We just knew it was going to be big. Messi was looking for the World Cup, looking for his second World Cup. Ronaldo was just sent home in the semifinals. So this game, it had it all.
It was got Ronaldo got sent off.
For me, I wanted Mbappe to win the World Cup. I wanted France to win the
Of
World
course
Cup.
he did.
Yeah, I wanted it to be like France. It was at the time it was 2-0. I was like, there's no way we are going down like this. There's no way France are going down like this. So even the first penalty, the one Argentina got given, it was Di Maria who got fouled, right?
Maria by
That was a
Dembele.
that was a soft penalty. It's like the Ronaldo one in Spain, Ronaldo versus Spain versus Portugal in 2018. When it was given, I was like, here we go again.
But
FIFA doing
one
the
thing
thing.
that I loved about that World Cup, to
Mm,
cut you short, they were consistent. People would like to say like Messi was giving out a lot of penalties. I
mm,
watched the match between Poland and Saudi. They give so many. They were consistent, and I like that for that reason. They
mm.
were giving a lot of penalties. Like if you right now, if you see a penalty, you'll say it's soft, but if you use logic, it's a penalty.
Gonzalo Montiel.
Montiel scored the final one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
if
could
you know
just
black players,
imagine
then you know
you could just imagine the emotions going through in Montiel winning the World Cup for Argentina, not only for Argentina, but for Messi. You could just imagine the emotions when he scored that penalty.
the biggest moment in
Yeah.
his career.
That was the
Is
biggest
what
game.
I'm saying. The stakes cannot get higher than that.
Yeah, yeah. It was a World Cup, the biggest tournament in the world. The
And for
two best
Messi, a lot of
players.
people love Messi.
the GOAT is playing. Mbappe, who's the hair, who's making his own path, is upcoming. And yeah, two giant nations. The script writers should have won a
They
Grammy for that
cooked.
final. Yeah, they
They
should have won
cooked.
an Oscar. They should have just won an Oscar for that scripting. It was a good game. Second place, I went with Arsenal versus Tottenham 2019. You remember the game?
Arsenal, Tottenham, 2019.
Unai
The
Emre.
one Aubameyang scores
Yeah,
Akala.
yeah, 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 yeah. So the
I
first, we were
remember.
leading 1-0 off a penalty. But Togen caught the ball in the penalty box. Then the same free kick, same position. We got the free kick when Vertonghen got the handball. Tottenham scored from that position. Eric Dyer. Then few minutes later, Son dives, gets given a penalty. 2-1. Hurricane
Guys,
makes it 2-1. It's Hurricane in another game just scores for 2-1. We go to halftime. And like I'm thinking, are we going to lose to Tottenham for the first time in our home? I'm like, nah, it can't happen. Then we make two changes. Ramsey and Lacazette come in. So even like 5 minutes wasn't even done. Ramsey assisted Aubameyang with that color. One of the best first time shots I've ever seen. Aubameyang was just a brilliant player. Scores 2-2. And that time I'm thinking that there's no way. GG's for Tottenham. Third goal, like I said, I don't know how he scored it. Scored I don't know how Lloris did not catch that. He scored when he was falling in the bottom corner to make that 3-2. Then Torreira scored his first ever goal for Arsenal. Removed the shirt, the nostalgia in that game. It was just perfect. Perfect for me. As an Arsenal fan, I had to put it at second. First place for me, I went with the World Cup 2022 final because, as I said, there's no game that like will come
six.
close. Yeah, will come close to that game for me. The biggest game ever. That's why I went for it at first place, and we already talked about it. So yeah, we can
I
move on to
agree.
yours. Uh,
I agree. The stakes cannot get higher
mm,
in that game. But in terms of raw entertainment and
mm,
stakes,
mhm,
as a neutral, I had nothing. I didn't have any side. I was completely neutral in this game.
mhm.
This is the best game that I've ever seen in my
Just
entire
trying to
life.
pick, I'm just trying to pick the game. Which game can it be? Give me a clue.
It's random. It's random.
Huh?
The same year that we won the Champions League.
2019.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We beat Barcelona 4-0 the night before. Then the following day, Ajax had beaten
Oh,
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
That that's the best game of football I've ever seen.
That
The
was
best game of
crazy.
football I've ever seen. I have it. I've downloaded it in my phone. I
Uh-huh.
watch it from time to time. What a game of football!
Uh-huh.
Wow. And they were what makes the game so big again is partly because there's away goals at the time, and Tottenham had just lost 1-0 at home.
Mhm.
So they need to win at the Johan Cruyff Arena, and then they concede. De Ligt scores, and then Ziyech scores again. You're thinking this is 3-0, it's
Really.
over. But no, it's not over. First half inside. First half it's 2-0, and then Ziyech hits the post again. Like, I'm thinking we're playing Ajax in the final. And then second half, Lucas Moura. I love words what this man turned into.
Speechless. Just speechless.
And this guy is left footed. He scored a hat trick. No, he's right footed. He scored a hat trick on his left. He scores the first goal assisted by Dele Alli. And then he scores another spectacular goal, dribbling
Mhm.
past a couple of players. Again with his left, 2-2. And then Vertonghen hits the post in the 88th minute.
Mhm.
Ziyech misses a close chance around the 89th minute. And then, like, this is like basketball. The game is supposed to end in the 95th minute. And the 94th plus 55 seconds, 56, 57,
Mhm.
58. Wanyama hits it high. Llorente wins the header. Dele Alli, like a buzzer beater. Lucas Moura, first time volleys it. into the bottom corner. 3-2, 3-3 on aggregate. They go through on away goals. This is the craziest game I've ever
Craziest
seen. That's
game.
the best
Craziest game.
football I've ever seen.
2019 was a crazy, crazy. That's now let me say
Yeah,
That Champions League
yeah.
was just a
I
crazy.
watched a
It
lot of games.
was
I've
a
rewatched
crazy.
a lot of games from that time. It's the same
Even
year that Ajax beat
Juventus.
Juventus, and they
Yeah.
also beat Real Madrid.
Mm,
Tottenham beat Man City in the game that I was talking about. We beat Bayern Munich that season, and we also beat Barcelona. The final was a little bit underwhelming, but that Champions League campaign was,
mad. I was expecting Ajax. That was a good Ajax team. The Ligt was there.
yeah.
Jean, Ziyech, Tadic. I think Tadic was there too.
Yes,
Good, good.
Tadic was there,
Yeah.
Kasper Dolberg,
So Dolberg.
De Ligt, Mazraoui.
Good, good Ajax side. And the fact that and Ten Hag was the manager to make it more like Ten Hag was the manager of the.
I don't think Ten Hag is a bad manager.
I
Again,
do
I think
same.
United tax,
That's
United tax.
but for me, Ten Hag is better than Amorim, to
No,
be honest.
here's the thing. I think Amorim is also a good coach. United tax,
Imagine you can't succeed
United doing
with
United
United.
things.
Let me
Yeah,
just say, if you're a Manchester United fan, this is the perfect time to leave the club. Leave the club. Let me say, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. The light that is you are seeing is that of an oncoming train. So leave that club before you perish. Go to Newcastle. They are buy the
Aston
stocks right
Villa,
now. United will
or
never
they
be
can go.
United ever again. Let's just be honest. Yeah, unless they go for Ferguson again.
So if West Ham, I was doing the maths. If West Ham beats Brentford this weekend, not this weekend, the next game week,
Mm.
and then Tottenham beats Man United, and Everton beats Crystal Palace, United could find themselves in 16th position. They need, if three results go against them, they could find themselves 5 places above the relegation zone.
Even Arsenal lockdown wasn't that shite, bro.
And comedy Liverpool in 2013, we were never that down.
I can't even imagine what the Manchester United fans are going through, man. What?
Can't relate.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. We're done with the top 10 best matches we've ever seen. Uh, I like the concept. Elias came up with it. It was a good concept. So yeah. Any last words before we end the video?
I would like to encourage all football fans. We are spoiled these days. We can watch a lot of football games. When I was growing up, there weren't that many. We didn't have access to these many games.
Mhm.
Right now, you can watch any league that you want to watch. Internet is almost free. You can go back and watch some of these games and just enjoy football, see how football has evolved through the years. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I don't
yeah.
have more to say.
So
Just
yeah.
a nice recommendation to any football fans out there that may be looking to see, that may be looking to get entertained.
Mhm.
There's our list.
Yeah.
Until
So
next
yeah.
time.
You guys subscribe, like, comment. It should help the video to get pushed in the algorithm, get more views, and yeah, improve the quality of the pod. And yeah, see you in the next video. It's me, Con, and Elias. And yeah.